Ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, welcome to Stronghold Warlords, and we have access to a demo kindly provided by Firefly Studios, which was sent over to me. And today there's been an update where we've got a new mission to play. So we're gonna encounter apparently more siege and all of that in today's mission of Stronghold Warlords. Alright, so we don't have much that we can do right here. There's no options menu. This is essentially a demo, pre-alpha thing. So there's not even an options menu. There's no way to quit the game when we're done. It's a demo. It's usually used at events, but Firefly Studios has maintained very good relations with us here at the Gamerzak channel and sent me cookies over Christmas, sent me this, has provided Stronghold collections, keys to give away. So full transparency, they've been very kind to us and sent us a lot of stuff. Generally, on my own personal side, if they call this demo, which isn't even really given to that many people, we're gonna judge it as a demo. It's not complete, but we'll compare it to last time, where we'll see if there's improvements. Now, you can see here the mission objective. We have to defeat an enemy lord. So last time was more of a survival. This one is more of a, let's go, they have to survive, and they gotta lose. We gotta construct a whole bunch of optional objectives, but breached enemy's formation. Let's give it a try. We might not be able to do it first time. Let's press play. All right, look at that. Win. Enemy lord dies. Lose. We got 15 days. Glock Goddess, thank you so much for the subscription.
A message from Jin Chehuan.
No amount of walls will protect you from my wrath, Lao Ai. You will rule the day you defy me.
All right, let's see. Let's follow the instructions. Construct building consulate. So this UI probably also not so finalized, but let's go ahead and get some. Let's follow the instructions. Let's put the consulate down. Breach the enemy castle's walls plus 2 minutes. I see. Demand obedience from the dragon. Okay. So first of all, you can see straight from the get-go, the graphics have been changed somewhat. They desaturated a lot of the color. A lot of people said it was too colorful last time, so now it's less colorful. But a lot of little features aren't in yet. For example, environmental sounds. You can't hear water flowing really. Wait, no, you can. No, you can't. Is that just trees falling down? I can't tell. Yeah, there's not really environmental sounds. What's the setting? It is East Asia. So there's, I think, China, Japan, Mongolia, Vietnam. All right, we've got some points. We got a demand obedience from the dragon. So this is the whole new warlord system where we've got kind of a something's going on. We're under attack. You guys... Is this attacking from the dragon? Okay, we gotta get the dragon on our side. It costs 80 to demand obedience. Let's do it. Okay, great. We can recruit an army. Basic siege. Rocket siege is at 200. Okay, we might want to go straight for that. We're also gonna group up our soldiers here, set them on defensive, and give them line formation just to defend this. So now the dragon down here, they're under our control. I don't know exactly how... I'm not familiar with this game all that much. We have lots of peasants sitting around. How do I recruit soldiers again? Can we hold this off? I think we're fine. We can buy a market. Let's go into here. Military Academy. Barracks, 15 stone. All right, let's get a barracks down. Can I... Okay, this is how we train soldiers. Imperial warriors, blowpipe tribesmen, axeman, archer, crossbowman. Okay, so we've got... Place rally point right there. Sure, let's train up a few guys. We've got... There we go. So we got some extra soldiers. Imperial warriors, auxiliary axemen. They've added a lot of new... What's the... Right click, okay. They've added a lot of new units to this. What is that?
Ready for firing.
A rocket launcher?
Bringing the gunpowder.
Okay, gunpowder. We've got gunpowder.
Rice stocks are growing, Highness.
That's good to know. We've got this as well. We've got the ox. Let's demand obedience from the ox. And then we can request shipment of stuff if we so need it. I feel like we should be working up to siege. We've got a siege camp which requires more money. Let's tax people. Let's tax people. That might make people unhappy, but they'll be happy for now. Swordsmith workshop, armorer's workshop, axe artillators workshop? What is that? Crossbows? Crossbows, I think. This game release? No, this is a demo. It's supposed to be releasing in 2020. Water pot, okay. But most things aren't in the game yet. Last time we looked at fortifications and stuff. House, fine house, superior house, food buildings, rice fields, vegetable fields. I assume... let's just make sure we don't run out of food here. We have rice.
This building is currently functioning, Highness.
Good to know. Okay, we got lots of rice. Money is coming in. So... the dragon is slowly sending us more rocket launchers. Okay, good. That's good to know.
Rockets loaded.
Should be able to hold this off, yeah? Yeah. Archers have such long range. Oh, is that... they can shoot from there? Oh no! Those are one-shot things. Okay. I thought they were... okay, they're just one shot. We just burned everything. Okay, well, those horsemen are trapped. Okay, well... I did not realize... Look, I'm not familiar with the units. There we go. Military buildings, siege camp. I think I have to get a market down so I can just maybe sell something. Market. Can we... tea? We have 100 tea. Can I sell rice? 10 for 4. Just sell some of the tea, yeah. I need to get up. There we go. That's just close enough. So then we go military building, siege camp. I need to
out of rice, Highness.
need to know what this is.
Now the dog is trapped. It is time to move in and strike.
Okay, let's see.
Delay, for I have an empire to build.
Mantlet, fine arrow cart, rocket launcher, catapult, fire oxen. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here, and it's all very expensive. People are really unhappy, so I think I have to drop our taxes. Is it because we sold all of our food? We sold all of our food, and now people are starving. And all of this is really expensive as well. A rocket launcher is 300. Jeez. Okay. Not the ox, the dragon. That costs 200, 100 to upgrade. Basic siege is just archmen and archers and axemen, which is not really what I need. Okay, they're giving us another rocket launcher. Let's try and use the rocket launcher to bust down that tower. Let's see how far they have to go.
Careful, this thing's loaded. Don't
Can you-
set it off.
Can you reach that?
Fly the crow.
Let's test how good a rocket launcher is. Alright, it's crossing, it's crossing. Is that one gonna shoot it first, or can we reach that? What's the max range on this thing?
Loose the rocket.
Can you reach that? Come on. Surely that's within range. Alright, how about that one?
Fly the crow.
Oh, it's good! It's really good. All right then. The dragon, I'm gonna upgrade you. What are you gonna give me now if I get these things? The tooltips actually still struggle a little bit with showing up. I have no idea. I've upgraded the dragon. We'll just have to see what they give. As money comes in, I think people are just still really unhappy right now. With that down... Yeah, what siege weapons can we get? A mantlet? I suppose that's a siege tower? A catapult? Alright, let's try a catapult.
At your command.
Hopefully this isn't a one-shot. Do hotkeys work in this game?
Catapults loaded.
Yes.
At
Okay.
your command.
So you guys... Control group 1.
Catapults loaded.
Oh, there's the range. It says 1,000. I don't know what 1,000
Where's
means.
the siege?
But let's see if I can reach that tower. Let's break formation here, so you all can just move a little bit easier. We've got another rocket launcher here.
The gunpowder.
Okay, good. Siege weapon, of course, slow. Can we clear a path here?
At your command.
Can you guys make it back? Okay, I just don't want to block
Catapult at the ready.
everything. Okay. The catapult, I want to shoot at that.
Rocket launcher at your command. At your command. Get this thing moving.
Oh, we're under attack. We gotta defend the catapult.
At the ready.
How does this catapult work? Do we have to get it in position first?
Where's the siege? Catapults advancing. At your command.
Alright, you guys kill that.
Catapults loaded.
Can you get to this? Alright, let's just kill off all of these guys here.
Command.
I don't know how a catapult works.
Careful.
It keeps stopping moving.
And go
Okay,
them.
the rocket guy
Catapults loaded.
is gonna go for that second tower. There we go, it's shooting, it's shooting.
Rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher.
Firing.
Okay, catapult's gonna try get through this. Okay, that helps. I'm gonna slowly try bust through this. Okay, good.
We are under attack.
Do we have any money? Fire oxen. We kind of saw fire oxen last time. You're sending another rocket launcher? Yes. So the rocket launcher seems to do very, very well. I see why it's basically the most expensive unit. 300. Jeez. You really have to build up an economy to do that. But I kind of want to focus on doing this. We're actually going to lose in 3 days. This is probably not the best way of doing things. Let's just... Give me a blowpipe tribesman, sure.
Rocket launcher. Ready
Is it even
for
possible to breach these walls? Like, if I shoot
firing. Loose the
this
rocket.
again. Okay. Is that counting as breaching the wall? Yes, that actually gave
Our
us...
rocks are loaded.
That actually gave us more time.
Bring up the catapults.
Okay, but we have just not enough money to do much at all.
Catapult at the ready. Get
Yeah,
this thing moving.
that's not gonna work. I don't think I can do it this time. But I'm starting to understand all of this. So going this way, I think we can just run up here to kill that guy, but we have to kill all of these things, which I think this guy still being shot at? He is. Who is this guy? Oh, this is his ally. I see. And then fighting here, this is gonna be a huge problem. Because this is just so much stuff. Who is this? The horse. Oh, demand obedience is 300. We could demand obedience from this guy and turn him against our enemy. Ah, I see. I see. There's a lot of ways to win this mission. And we're surprisingly cutting through all of this pretty handily. Okay, one thing I do need to know. Oh, this is non-traversable. Okay, so going up this way doesn't really do all that much because we can't get up this way. We have to get through all of these walls. How do we get through so much stuff? So we can start attacking these. So I captured the Horse Warlord. Alright, so I basically knocked out the Horse Warlord. Jeez, it doesn't give us a lot of time to get through all it. Well, I did waste the first 2 rocket launchers, didn't I? Okay, so the horse guy, not that big a deal, but there's no other way through all of this except for all of this, which is not easy. There are staircases around the back. Studying the enemy fortifications here. 3 gates is a lot. 3 gates is a lot.
Where do you need the fireworks?
And demanding obedience from the dragon, very important. Because we need to get through that.
Our rocks are loaded.
Like immediately. I think we just gotta charge forward a little bit.
Easy there. Bringing the gunpowder. Rocket launcher at your command.
So how many rocket launchers does it take to get through the gatehouse? Actually, it's probably a better idea to go through the towers.
Where do you need the fireworks?
I think 2.
Easy there.
I think 2 will get through this, and then maybe 1 gets through these.
Fly the crow.
So this is a second rocket onto this tower. It missed!
Fire
The aim is not perfect! Nightshade, thank you so much for the sub. Two's not enough. Wait, is it enough? Okay, we're definitely gonna lose, but let's see what happens.
At your command. Catapult at the ready.
Okay, 2 does bust through it. Okay, important to know. But we lost. We lost. Okay, it's a little trickier. They've given us a hard mission here. Ah. Do I have rams or trebuchets? No. Siege in this game revolves around gunpowder. Is this better than previous games? Hard to judge right now. This is a demo. It feels a lot more like the older Strongholds. But we're gonna have to try go again. Alright, here we go, here we go. Yeah, there's a time limit. Time limits are basically what makes games hard. This is so much stuff! This is so much stuff! Okay, first thing, give me your obedience. Mainly, give me your rockets. What else do we need to do? We need to build a
message from
consulate.
No amount of walls will protect you from my wrath.
Build a barracks.
You will rue the day you defy me.
Okay, let's grab you guys. You guys are group 1. Actually, let's keep clicking wrong. Okay, I want to get these guys. Those guys are good. They're very strong. You know, I'm sure there's so much to... They've actually designed this in a way where there's so much to explore. Alright, I do want to demand obedience from the Ox as well. Just so he doesn't bother me. That's 80. So we're getting...
Rocket launcher at your command.
Rocket launcher already. I want to take out a couple of these towers so we're not always being killed. But I guess...
Careful, this thing's loaded.
I guess we just... Okay, we do have to bust through... Quite a lot. Quite a lot. Okay. Huh. Let's make sure these guys are aggressive's fine, I guess. No formation. Alright, horse archers coming in from the horse warlord. Okay, let's just bust through all of this.
Rocket launcher, ready
Let's
for firing.
use the first rocket launcher and just start taking out...
Where do you need the fireworks?
Okay.
Don't set it off.
Pathfinding is a little bit of an issue right now. I tell him to attack the...
Rocket launcher, ready for firing.
Those guys shoot me right here. I think it is actually worth it. I don't know, maybe I gotta rush a bit.
Fire the rocket.
Can we get to that? This has 2,000 health. Do you think we can get there in time? He'll take some hits.
Fly the crow.
Yeah, each arrow shot is 30 damage.
Fire the rocket.
I think he can survive to get this off.
Fly the crow.
Okay. Alright, large tower took some damage. You can hear the
Where do you
rockets
need the fireworks?
coming. Okay. Then I think we do just build a large army. Large enough army. What is actually coming in through our armory here? Is it just money that's limiting us? I think it's just money. Alright. Let's demand obedience from... Actually, does the Ox bother us? No, the Ox doesn't attack us because he's not controlled by... So, in a real game, the other guy could demand obedience from the Ox and the Ox will start attacking me. But I think in this one, he's not gonna do that. So I think I use my points to... How much does Rocket Siege give us? 200? Archers and Axemen? That's not really worth it, is it?
Rockets loaded.
Let's send the next rocket
Bring
in.
the gunpowder.
Okay. These are one use only? Yeah, they're very good though. They're very powerful.
Careful, this thing's loaded. Rocket launcher en route.
Okay, so we did half damage to that.
Fire the rocket.
So I need to bust through that. The more of these I bust through, the quicker we can get through everything. So it's 2 rockets to destroy this. So it might be one... Yeah, it's 1 rocket to destroy these. And I assume 1 rocket to destroy that. So 2 more rockets. And we can actually bust through... Make a hole through the whole thing. Which I think, as long as we're focusing our fire...
Engulf them.
Yes. Good. What do we actually... Fletcher's Workshop, Axe Master, Armorer, Swordsmith Workshop, Artillator.
Rocket launcher. Ready
Okay.
for firing.
So I probably want to save up
Rocket launcher en route.
the remaining rockets here. Coming in to attack. So I need at least 2 rockets to bust through this and head towards that guy. Alright, we gotta... Kill them, please. Kill them. Thank you. Okay, then pull back. That's mainly some axemen that took some hits. Okay, I'm saving up to get this rocket siege from those guys. And that should give us enough. And I'm spending the rest of my money on more warriors and crossbowmen. It's probably not a very good tactic, but I think it will work. We've got 11 days left, so that's quite a lot of time. We have so much wood. I could be selling all this surplus wood for money, allowing me to
A message
recruit.
from Qin Shi Huang.
Now the dog is trapped. It is time to move in and strike.
Okay,
Do
okay.
not delay.
I need at least
I have an
two
empire to build.
rocket launchers. I need 2 rocket launchers. So we got through that. There is still a lot of them. These guys... See, one thing not implemented, I can't click on the enemy units and have them tell me what they are. I think these guys are archers, which are not as bad. There's crossbowmen back here, though. That's a little bit worse. But as I advance, I need 2 rockets. Are you going to give me one more?
Loaded.
There we go. That's 2 rockets. We're going to have 200 diplomacy points soon. These are so much cheaper. Axeman, archer. I can get 8 axemen. And these guys are even cheaper. The tribesmen. I can do that. That might be worth it, having some... If this was Age of Empires, trash units. Rush the wall with axemen. That might actually be a decent enough...
Rocket launcher, ready for firing.
plan. Okay, we're almost at 200 diplomacy. I'll get to 200, request the siege backup, and then we'll move in. The consulate gives us points per minute 12. Okay, come on, one more tick, one more tick. Okay, recruit. So this gives us 2 rocket launchers. Oh, we tell them to attack? Oh. Oh.
Rocket launcher at your command.
You're
Oh,
almost
okay.
out of rice, Highness.
Oh, they're gonna attack with us. I said I read Art of War. Yeah. See, knowing Art of War, this guy's trapped in a corner with no escape route. That just makes him more dangerous. Always leave an escape route. Okay, I guess we're
Launcher, ready for firing.
gonna go through with this.
Where do you need the fireworks?
Okay, we kind of blocked our allies a little bit. Being intercepted a little bit here.
We are under attack.
Rocket launcher at your command.
Alright, kill these guys, please. Thank you.
Careful, this thing's loaded.
These guys are pretty tough. Alright. We're rushing down here.
Rocket launcher, ready for firing.
Okay. 1 rocket launcher.
Where do you need the fireworks? Rocket launcher at your command.
How do I just select 1 rocket launcher?
A message from Qin Shi Huang.
I want you to shoot that.
Battlements, Lao Ai. All of Qin stands with me. No.
Didn't quite bust it down.
Where do you need the fireworks?
Oh! That works! Alright, great.
Loose the rocket.
Can you reach that one? Then the rest of us, please, make your way over here and start fighting.
Rockets loaded.
If I can hit that, we might be able to take out those crossbowmen, which will be hugely beneficial.
Where do you need the fireworks?
Oh, it ran into... How did our ally do so well? Okay, pathfinding issues. Our allies are stuck. Alright, never mind. Rush Axeman.
Weapons needed, Highness.
Okay. Okay, we gotta get through all this. Did I accidentally set my troops to stand ground? No wonder. Okay, can we bust through this wall? Okay, you can't just shoot through a tower to get to the towers on the back. Can we actually get up there? No, right? Okay. Our ally's a little stuck. So we can start chipping away at walls. Have we gotten
Rocket launcher at your command.
2 more rocket launchers? Okay. One of you is gonna take out that tower. This is not a very good way of getting through. The second wall has already been breached. Let's get 3 crossbowmen over.
Where do you need the fireworks?
Okay, please make your way down here. Well, hopefully our ally intercepts the horsemen coming down this way. Are we getting through this? Very slowly. It's like digging through a moat. Not that great.
Rocket launcher, ready for firing. Where do you need the fireworks?
Okay, that helps a little bit. Okay, I think... Did we bust through? We did bust through. Okay.
Careful, this thing's loaded. Rocket launcher, ready for firing.
Can we take that out?
Where do you need the fireworks?
Okay, that actually helps a lot, because those guys do so much damage. Then I gotta bring the rocket launcher up and hopefully take out those guys. Our allies finally moving through. They just needed to be prodded. Okay. You guys are gonna move up to here. Can we train more? Not a lot. Let's get a whole bunch of spear tribesmen and blowpipe guys in here. Okay.
We are under attack.
You're gonna move up.
Set it off.
Okay, we're breaching the inner defenses.
Rocket launcher on the way.
I gotta navigate this rocket launcher through all of this.
Bring in the gunpowder. Rocket launcher on
Okay,
the way.
you guys gotta start killing things. Stop chopping the wall. We've gotten through. We've gotten through. Here's our blowpipe dudes. Go kill.
Rocket launcher, ready for firing.
Rocket launcher walking through.
Where do you need the fireworks?
6 days remaining. We might be able to do this.
Rocket launcher en route.
Can I now just use this rocket launcher
Off them.
to take out these 3 towers? Yes! Now kill the rest of these guys. And we can go for the Lord. Is the Lord in here? Okay, you guys kill this guy. They're fighting in the wall, so it's a little hard to see what's exactly going on. There. Okay. Does this conquer? We can kill these peasants. Oh, the Lord is still up there. Jeez. He's so powerful. Can we get him? I think we can. I think we can. Yes, 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 we can. victorious. We figured it out. We figured it out. Ah, yes. All right, took us 2 tries. For the first try, mainly figuring things out, which it is different. Overall, it is definitely an improvement from last time. Last time, there was a lot of criticism of the graphics, or the visual style rather, where they said it's too vibrant, too colorful. Honestly, I didn't mind it so much, but a lot of people did. Now it's a lot less saturated, and I'm not sure whether you prefer that or not. Do let me know what you think of that. Gameplay-wise, obviously there's bugs. Obviously it's a little messy. The AI is getting stuck. The pathfinding's a bit weird. You tell a catapult to attack, it keeps stopping to move. You have to keep reissuing the orders, the rockets as well. So there's a lot of tweaks like that. It could be improved in a lot of little things as well, like obviously the personality of the world and the characters. It feels a little straightforward nowadays. It's like even the advisor voice is just sort of I suppose the advisor is the most fleshed out of the characters. The guy telling us, oh, it's time to attack, I need to get into running my empire, conquering the lands or whatever. It's okay. It's okay. Could do with a bit more interesting writing, which I assume is not really the priority right now. Game development is hard, especially going through 2020, where we've been having all sorts of issues. Overall, I think it is an improvement from last time. It shows off a lot more of the gunpowder stuff, and the last demo was more of a how do you defend your fortress? This one is how do you attack a fortress? So we now have a pretty clear idea of both sides of the battle, which is good. The Warlord system is nice. It feels a little basic right now. You know, it's sort of more bonuses like, oh, you know, we can get some bonus resources, we can get some bonus troops. I was very much pleasantly surprised that when we asked the dragon to give us siege reinforcements, it was actually their units going to fight. So it doesn't feel like they're just... Your warlord vassals aren't just resources to harvest, they are kind of mini allies. That was nice. They're sort of mini allies rather than, oh, they're just a resource to tap. Give me your rockets, give me your rockets, give me your stone, give me your food, right? That felt very sort of, well, I'm just trading one point for, like, one type of points for another. I'm changing diplomacy points into rockets, right? That didn't feel very different until we asked for siege reinforcements. I was like, oh, okay, they're actually going to help us. The pathfinding did get stuck. But yeah, it is starting to feel more like the earlier Strongholds, which I think many people would appreciate, as the last few Strongholds aren't as well reviewed. Stronghold 1 still a big favorite, and this sort of feels like Stronghold 1, but everything feels a little sluggish right now. All of the negative points I'm feeling are sort of making it feel sluggish, right? The pathfinding issues make the units feel sticky and slow. The units themselves seem to move very slow. I feel like the game speed... I don't know, the horsemen feel like they're moving fast enough, but the infantry feels like they're moving slow, right? They feel like they're wading through a swamp rather than going to fight, you know? Right? They're like, alright, we're gonna invade. And I know there's a run. Actually, looking at that, is there a way to... Maybe I'm just missing the instructions. How do you make... Is there a way to make units run? There might be. It might have been my fault. Is it my fault? Because the walk speed is very slow. Like, you see these guys? They're, like, very slow. Like, especially when they get in formation. Okay, there is a double click. Totally my fault. I missed it. Double clicking makes them run.
No amount of walls will protect
It's been a
you from
while.
my wrath.
It's been a
Now
while.
You will rule the day you defy
Some of
me.
these units run. Let me remove formation. Oh, the heavy guys can't run. I see, that's why they've been slowing down. These guys in the armor can't run. And I suppose that's fair. I suppose that's fair, yeah. These guys without the armor can run. Oh, I see. That's... So double-clicking doesn't make them run. They just always run anyway. When they're in formation, they all slow down to the slowest unit. If you double-click, they ignore the formation. That's the controls. I see. And I'm not sure if everything's running a little bit... I suppose it's hard to tell right now whether this is an appropriate game speed. So like when they're moving in formation, they all slow down. But see, they are very sticky. There is unit collision, by the way, right? So just moving the units around, it doesn't feel as satisfying as it should be. Because unit collision is nice. It makes positioning and formations matter. Though I feel like it still needs, like, look at this. It's a bit of a mess. And then like crossing this river, so many times the units were getting stuck on each other, right? So it doesn't feel as pleasant as it should be. Busting through this fortress did feel nice. But of course there's a lot of things that I'm missing as well. Like selecting enemy units is not telling us what they are. So I had to zoom in and see, oh, these are crossbowmen, these are archers. That's sort of important. I need to be able to select those. Tooltips still have some issues. I think, yeah, when you mouse over some of these, so here it says defensive stance. If you mouse over here, it doesn't have a tooltip for what's already selected, which is a bit weird. See that? So here's no formation. Not sure what that is. Line formation. Switch to line formation, and then you can see this is column formation. Okay, so there's a few quirks like that. Don't like the UI. Yeah, the UI feels very programmery. It feels like an initial program version UI of what Battle Realms has. I have to say the map is very clear, very easy to see what's going on. Could do with a bit more... I don't know, it's very clear, it's very easy to understand, though I feel like it should have a bit more depth to it. It feels very preliminary. And all of these designs, it's very modern, isn't it? It's just, this looks like something I would design for my channel. Yeah, which I assume this is all temporary. I mean, just looking at this UI, it's hard to tell what's what. Like industry buildings, and I'm like, what am I even looking at? And I assume they're in this weird position because there are planned buildings which are not available. Like, see, there's a gap here. I assume that there's gaps here. There are buildings which have been confirmed but aren't implemented in this demo. We looked at wall building from last time. I think it's pretty much the same. How do you rotate things again? Yeah, okay. Yeah, all of this is still pretty much the same, yeah. I think a few of these are new. No, the large tower is from last time. Bastion. It's kind of new. Small gatehouse, large gatehouse, yeah. They have done a number of graphical improvements besides changing the color. And the animations, I think, are a little bit better as well. This is nice. When you zoom in on these production facilities, it's got a lot of... I'm struggling to tell the difference between them. Like, at a first glance, I see these swords and not much else. That's a Fletcher's workshop for that. I feel like the identifier could be a little bit clearer. Like, they're all lit kind of the same and they all have the same color. The guys working inside have a different color, but you don't really see them as much. Like, this guy's red, that guy was green, this guy's white, this guy's blue, that guy is... also blue? It's hard. He also looks, yeah. But like, it's a little hard to tell the difference between these production buildings. Could do with a bit more identifier on that. Like, at a glance, I look at that and it just looks like houses with lights, right? From here, I can barely see the swords on zoom out. Zoom in and you can kind of see the swords and this, and you, like the armor, the identifier for the armorer's workshop is the suit of armor, and it's being blocked by this pole, so you can't really see. And they're all hammering away. These three all hammer, so, and they have the same sound, and And the same look, like that one's got a forge, this one's got a forge. I assume that one's also got a forge in there. Oh no, that one doesn't have a forge, but it's got a lantern. Like, you can see there's some things to try and differentiate. Like the Fletcher's Workshop has these Asian lanterns, whereas this has more of a wooden paper lantern. Whereas this is the red paper lantern, but that's not quite enough. Because there's another paper lantern.
It's time to move in and strike. Do not delay.
So yeah,
For I have an empire to build.
I actually block them off and they don't know what to do. But overall it's going in the right direction. Release for 2020, with the issues we're having throughout the world nowadays, I would not be surprised if this was delayed into 2021. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. If they manage to refine this up to really a deliverable state by within 2020, I would be impressed. The Fletcher, you can see the target by the door. Yeah, it's kind of a giveaway, but the lighting blends everything together, you know? If you zoom out and squint, you can't see anything. Like, for a good example, you can tell, like if you're squinting, you can tell this is the big main building here. If you squint, you can tell that's the granary and these are the farms. You know, you can tell this, the armory from the granary, you can tell them apart very easily, right? And the stockpile, they're just different shapes. Whereas all of these production buildings are same shape, similar colors, similar designs. And although the swords and the target are the most clear, like this one over here, like just trying to remember, I'm looking at it right now. There's barrels and you have to rotate maybe to see a grindstone. And then you see, okay, oh, there's a crossbow he's putting together right now. But if I didn't rotate, like, you can't even tell what this is. Especially when the roof comes on. Right? When the roof comes on, you can't tell much at all. Like, the swords are just about poking out. The target is kind of the clearest. Nandez, thank you for the sub. So yeah, I would say it's going in the right direction. It just feels a little sticky and sluggish, and I think some of the visuals can be clearer. Yeah, even with this toned down colors, it does feel a little foggy now that I'm looking at it. If I turn away from the screen and look at real life, yeah, it is actually a little bit foggy or muddy with the graphics and the visual style rather. The roofs are different, so you'll be able to play along. I know there's like subtle differences. I mean, if you play this for like 100 hours, yeah, you'll be able to tell the difference. But, you know, it should be clearer than that. Again, good example, the armory, the granary, and the main keep. Very easily, like right now, with no experience, I can tell the difference between them. Good point. Is the armory look too much like a tower? Like, it looks the most like... It's a little similar because the roofs are the same shape. The red paint down here helps a lot. Like, comparing the armory to the tower, there's actually a lot of similarities there. The lanterns are different. The roof color is different, but that doesn't really count. The wall material, it's pretty much the same. You know, because visual communication at a glance is important. And if it takes many dozens or hundreds of hours to get used to being able to tell buildings apart, that's an issue.
We are almost out of rice, Highness.
But, you know, this time, different tiles though. Yeah, but again, imagine you're playing like this. Right? Oh, the target is a tiny thing there. That's the target, and the swords are poking out there. I mean, that chimney there, like one of the identifiers of the Axe Workshop is the chimney, and I can barely even see that chimney right now. Right? See, once the roof's on, yeah, it's got a different roof, but you know, if I just look at the roof, it's like, I don't know what that is. Higher contrast of colors. Yeah, I think the desaturation was okay. I personally prefer slightly sharper colors, but the desaturation's fine. But overall, I think things need a bit more contrast, just to be able to tell the difference between everything. You know, the units alone, like, muddle up when you zoom out. Like, Archer, Axeman, like, I can't even tell what that is right now. Like, without clicking on it, I can't tell what's standing right there. What is that guy? It's an auxiliary archer. No, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm looking at this guy. He was an auxiliary archer, but he was holding a flag. Oh, I see. Okay, because he was group leader. We also have a tanner or armor smith. Oh, like the other armorer dude. That would be under industry buildings. No. Town buildings, housing. Axe workshop, Fletcher's workshop, swordsmith, armorers. No, we don't have the leather armor here. I think that's most of the... There's something between swords and axes and siege and armors. Like the siege camp, by the way.
Too close to the enemy to build.
Siege camp is great. You can immediately tell that is something different. See, like this is a very good example. Look at this. It looks like nothing else, but still fits in with everything. That's very good. The siege camp's actually wonderful. The barracks also does look
too close to the enemy to build.
The barracks also looks very different. Like it's got this big stairs and an open white tiled area. So these buildings are great. Like I actually really like that siege camp. What's it called? A siege camp? Yeah, siege camp design. It's very prominent, but doesn't look weird. Simulates real life where you can't tell the difference from afar. Yeah, realism and gameplay design. Always a balance. I err on the side of gameplay. Alright, anyway, I think that's pretty good. That's a good 50 minutes of looking at the new mission. We failed once, we beat it once. You can see there's many different ways to go about this. You can go ahead and 300 points to demand obedience from the Horse Warlord to take over all of this, and then these guys will then be on our side, which I assume then would go that. So if you dump points into diplomacy, you could start using these mini allies to help you with your objectives, which adds another layer of strategy to the Stronghold genre, which is nice. Alright, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you all so much for joining. If you'd like to support the channel, please do check out the Patreon, patreon.com/gamerzach, where support on Patreon reduces ads on YouTube, so we all see fewer ads. Do join us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook particularly, especially the wonderful Discord community of the Zachalites, discord.gg/gamerzach, and yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, click the buttons on the screen right now for much more content. I'm gonna go. Thank you all so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed this look at Stronghold Warlords, a second look. If you want to see the other video, do check that out, and I'll see you guys. Bye guys, bye!